All right, here we want to solve this triangle, so that means finding all the missing sides and angles. First thing we can start with is the missing angle. Nice and easy, triangle sum theorem. Tells me that that's 37 degrees, so 90 minus 53 gives me 37. Second thing, we can either go after AC or BC, and we can use either one of these angles as reference angles. So a lot of options here. I'm going to use this as my reference angle, okay? And I'm going to remind myself here of my little acronym SOHCAHTOA that reminds me that, that sine is the function that's going to relate the opposite, which is BC in this case, to the hypotenuse, which is 5. All right, so my sine function, the sine of a 37 degree angle is going to be the ratio of the opposite, which is BC, over 5. So multiply both sides by 5. I get 5 times the sine of 37 is equal to BC. Here's your calculator. And we get 5 times the sine of 37. So use your parentheses. We want a 37 degree angle, and we want the sine of that. So again, check your syntax up here. Make sure that it's correct. 5 times the sine of 37 is what we want. Hit equals. It gives me about 3.01 when we round. So BC is about 3.01. I'm done with that. Remember, that's a rounded value, so if you can help it, don't use it. Use an exact value that they gave you in order to find the other side. So that's the next step. Let's go ahead and find AC. And this time, just for fun, let's use the other angle as the reference angle. It doesn't really matter which angle you use. I'm going to use the 53, and just a reminder that that kind of changes which side is opposite and which side is adjacent. So now that the 53 is my reference angle, I'm trying to find the opposite of that 53. So the opposite of the 53 is now AC. So again, opposite, I've got the hypotenuse. I'm going to use the sine function again. This is not the only way that you can do this. There are several ways that you can do this. You could also use Pythagorean theorem because we've now got the other two sides. I like trig. I'm going to use trig. So I got the sine of a 53 degree angle is going to be equal to the length of AC compared to the length of the hypotenuse. So this is almost the exact same as up here. Notice I just switched the angle. To solve it, we multiply both sides by 5. Bring your calculator out. 5 times the sine of a 53 degree angle. Use your parentheses, enter the angle first, and then tell it you want the sine of that thing. Close your parentheses and hit equals. It's equal to about 3.99. So 3.99 is equal to AC. AC. So interestingly, this is about 3.01. This is about 3.99. Remember with the rounding, it changes.